What's up, everybody? Jason with HOJ Forge. Today, fun with cable. When I go to a scrapyard and I find a good hunk of cable, I bring it home, and what I do is sacrifice a bunch of it. I'll cut it off. Well, first I'll forge weld it and then cut it into sections. And, see how well it hardens, see how well it tempers, see what kind of blade it'll make. And if it acts like decent steel, if I can get a good grain pattern, if it hardens well, then it gets made into cable knives. The rest of the stuff, like this, this actually isn't bad steel, but it's really corroded. I mean, it was weathered. It was out in somebody's yard, I'm thinking, for a long time before it made it to the scrapyard, and it's just nasty. So it doesn't forge weld together real well. So it just gets turned into other things, and today we're gonna make a tree. So this is not going to be the most complicated project in the world, but it is fun, and these sell actually pretty dang well at the craft shows, and they work great for the holidays. They come out looking like something out of a Harry Potter movie, like the Forbidden Forest, but you can hang decoration. I hang Halloween decorations on it for Halloween. I hang Christmas decorations on it for Christmas. You know, Easter eggs for Easter, and they sell. People buy these because you can whip them out pretty quick, so you don't have to sell them for a whole lot of money, but they look really cool. And you do a little bit of forge welding. We're gonna forge weld a hunk in the middle, and then we're gonna unwrap some for a base, and then we're gonna unwrap some for all the spiny branches and stuff. So here we go. So here's another reason why this particular hunk of cable isn't forge welding real well, is because it's got that it's not a solid hunk of cable. Right in the middle, that center strand is some kind of nylon or some kind of cord or something, but it's not steel, whatever it is. And so that just creates a lot of dead, open space in there once it burns off. But you've got to burn it out to have any chance of forge welding it together. So yeah, we're burning that off. We'll flux it, and then we'll get to forge welding here. So just like if we were making a knife out of this cable, we're going to stick it in the vise and twist it. You know, if you don't know how to forge weld cable, I got another video on that a while earlier. But this stuff, I don't know if you can see how much it's coming loose in there, just because of all that gunk from that middle one. That thing. You know what I'm saying, right? Hope so. So, but now we can go ahead and, where are you? Now we can go ahead and forge weld that area. That'll give us enough for our base, I believe. I hope. Alright, not the most solid weld, but it'll do. Yeah, I don't know, just a pain in the butt, but it's got that cord in the middle to get that all burned out and get a solid weld in there. So, I'm going to go ahead and leave it like that. Now, what I like to do first is get the base spread out so that I know, well, actually, no, what I like to do first is get the rest of the cord burned out all the way to the top where the branches are going to be, so that thing, that synthetic cord is gone. Hey, look, I got a torch. We could go after the, who do you go after? The beast. Kill the beast! Alright, so that's pretty much burned out of there. Now what I want to do is get the base. And to get this, what I'm going to do is just take a pair of scrolling pliers, or scrolling tongs that I made, and I'm going to pull all the strands apart individually, twist them tight again, and then do my best to get them flat and even and spread out so that it'll sit straight. And I'll just use the garage floor, you know, as my flat area, because my anvil surface isn't big enough for that. So I'll see if I can do it on camera. Yeah, so we're sort of trying to make a big spider out of it. And now I'm going to take each individual strand, and just twist them as tight as I can get them, just to keep them from loosening up anymore, and keep hopefully any sharp pointy ends to a minimum. Alright, so by twisting them, not only are we going to keep them from unraveling anymore, but it gets them kind of gnarly and funky looking. They're all, you know, curly and yeah. So now I'm going to try and heat up along the base by sticking it right in the forge that way. And then I'm going to use the scrolling tongs to try and spread these out and make them even. And then we'll see if we can't get it to sit flat on the floor. So I'm going to heat it up again just like that, and then I'm going to take it and hold it down on the floor of the garage just like this, kind of pushing down on it until all the legs are touching and even. I'll try and get the camera down there. It's a little dark, but hopefully you'll be able to see what I mean. So all I'm doing is looking for this part, you know, the tree trunk, to be standing straight up. I'm not worried about up here because all those are going to get untwisted and whatnot, but it looks like every leg is touching and looks pretty stable. So that's the base of the tree. That's what it sits on, the root system, if you will. So now we've got to go back to the fire, heat this end up, and untwist it as much as we can while it's hot, and then we'll go work it and spread them out while it's cold in the vise. Okay, so with those spread apart, just the opposite of the legs. Instead of heating them up and twisting them further close, we're going to heat them up and untwist them to get all those cables broken apart. Can you see it like that? So they're all like that, and then we just want to be able to get at each little individual one, and we'll go in there and mess around with them when it's cold. Alright, so all of those are broken apart. I'm going to go dip it in the snow real quick to cool it off, and then we can start messing around with them over at the vise and make it look like a flipping tree. Okay, so here she is, ready to play around with. And this part, this is the fun part. This is where you go in and you just start moving it around, like, you know, getting it where you want it. Getting it looking like a spooky Harry Potter Forbidden Forest tree. I just open them up and move them around. There's no right or wrong to this. It's however you want to do it. Now some of these, like this one here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's, you know, I don't know, half a dozen that are still kind of twisted together. I'm just going to leave that. I could go heat it back up or grab the torch and heat it up and untwist them, but I don't know, having some bigger branches, like there's another one, about a half dozen still stuck together. It's a tree, it's nature, it's, you know, there is no right or wrong. You can make them as twisty or as gnarly or however you want. And once in a while I'll pull it out and take a look at it. And see how she looks standing straight up, because I can't get it right up and down on my voice, so you know, we're gonna move a few over here and spread them out there. And then when you're happy with it, she's done. Well, now you got to put a finish on it, but she can be done with moving the leaves around. Now what my wife wants to do with these for Christmas is hang Christmas ornaments on them and give them away as gifts, as Christmas decorations. So I'm just trying to get these spread out enough so we can hang Christmas ornaments on it and give them out as Christmas decorations. Alright, well there she is. That's it. I mean, a real simple, easy project. If you get the welds going good and get everything going smoothly, I mean, it'll take you a half hour. If you take your time, like I just did, it'll take you about an hour. But it's really a pretty dang simple project, and it looks really cool. I don't have a good spot to take pictures of it, so this is the best you're going to get, I think. We'll see what I can do. Maybe I can get a better picture of it. But, yeah. There you go. Thank you for checking it out. Fun with cable. Besides a knife. I'll catch you next time. See ya.